This is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. Hope y'all are good and you're ready for February and Valentine's Day. I hope you get everything you want. Okay? Okay. This is the table where the tarot cards are used in an astrology format, and each one of these 12 houses is labeled with a name of a category in your life, and I'm going to lay a card on each one of these 12 topics. So we're going to cover a lot of ground with this particular style, okay? In the meantime, my friend Link, he likes to research antiquities. He has a calendar, publishes it every year. It's very sturdy, got stiff cardboard, and he likes to remind us that there are gods and goddesses before Christian era. So, because it's history. Okay, so let's see what happens on the 14th. Feast of Juno Lupa, Roman she-wolf goddess. I never heard of a Roman she-wolf goddess. Women's fertility festival with sacrifice of a female wolf. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to read it again. The Feast of Juno Lupa. Lupa is another word for wolf. And Roman she-wolf goddess. A women's fertility festival with sacrifice of a female wolf. Does that sound like Valentine's Day to you? In the meantime, there's another little statement here. Norse, like in Scandinavian Northman. Valisblot, honoring Vali, Odin's youngest son. Valisblot. I think blot has to do with it, like an event or a celebration, a ritual, something like that. So this has to do with Valisblot, honoring, like a birthday, I guess, honoring Vali, Odin's youngest son. Okay, Odin is the Norse god who made a lot of mistakes in his life and plucked out his own eye and hung himself upside down in a tree for 9 days. I do know that because that was such startling to me, because he wanted to view the world through a different angle so he would make fewer mistakes. So that worked for him. Okay, in the meantime, the cards have been shuffled, they've been cut, they've been blessed, and I've sent out all my little flying monkeys to do what I want them to do. Okay? All right, ready? First house for Taurus for the month of February is what you're thinking about. Oh, come on. Why is this doing this? This is a conflict card. So there is something on your mind that is causing you some you're fraught with insecurity. You're fraught with anxiety. You can't find a way to fix this, whatever this is. And it makes you very unhappy. Dang it. Okay. Second house is your money. Where's your money? I didn't see it come in and I didn't see it go anywhere either. So, okay. Sugar babe. This woman, she's sitting on a, what do we call it? A bench. And there's water behind her and there's an island behind her, and she has, what's happening here, now with regard to her money, remember we're in the house of money now. So right this minute, if you put down your swords and you took off your blindfold, you would know where your money goes. But according to this card, kind folks out there, you Taurans who love security, you have to stop pretending you don't know where the money goes. Because we're here to tell you, take off your blindfold and admit to yourself, because sometimes, what is it? Denial. I think some people around here are calling it woke. But in the past, it used to be called denial. Okay? If you were in denial of a particular subject. So, please be kind to yourself and just take a peek as to what you think you might be able to live without for a little while. Because things will get better, because they always do. Okay, third house is communication. Okay, so you want to talk about money. Give me some more money. Well, do you make money talking to people? Are you like a salesman? Are you in customer service? Are you a rich speaker of sorts? corporate speaker, that kind of thing. But you make money from talking. That's what this would say. And fourth house is your home. Oh, so look at here. Okay, the home you're in, you do not want it to be your last home, because this person right here is already looking for another place to go, because this is your house of home. And what's he doing? Looking out the window to see who's got a better house, or and lives in a better neighborhood, or because he wants to be one of those people. Y'all want to be one of those people. Why wouldn't you? You want to be able to have as comfortable a life as you can and be as happy as you can. And sadly, we have to do that with money. However, so what I think you might be doing is spending your daydreaming hours with picking out what kind of a house you want next time. And there probably will be one, or you wouldn't be thinking about it. Okay? Fifth house. Oh, look at here. Is romance and creativity. Oh, look at this. Okay, romance and creativity. Now, this is the King of Cups. And he's notably a kind and loving man. He's generally, some people would call him a pushover because he's so good. So how can that be bad? So either you, Taurus, are the pushover, or whether you're a man or a woman, you could be the pushover. And in this card, it displays that if you feel like things have been stagnant for too long and you're just sort of bored with it, you just sort of think there needs to be a little more excitement around the house, we got a 4 of cups here. And this is you, Taurus. And you've got 3 cups in front of you. Where are they? Yeah, 1, 2, 3 cups in front of you. And you're just staring at them like, why won't they sprout some money, or whatever it is you want them to do? What am I going to do with these cups? Because I need some more. Well, right next to him is a mermaid who's invisible to humans. And she's holding a cup. So she's bringing him gifts out of the clear blue sky to help him improve his situation, or her situation, whichever one you are. And because with this extra cup, she's doing it so that you can increase your joy together with your partner, increase your ability to find humor and kindness and goodness in lots of situations. Okay? All right, that's 5. 6th house is work and health. Oh gosh, what do we have here? We have the King of Swords, who's a brainiac. Okay, 6th house of work and health. Okay, did some particular situation you came to light? Because this is all about communication. It's all about, did you just go to the doctor and he told you there could be a little problem with aspect of your health? Because this is where that idea came from. So it might have been that you kind of might have known that you kind of might have known that there was a little ticklish situation going on inside your body, but you kind of tried to ignore it because you can't afford to be sick, Taurus. So then so you're carrying a burden. So now, actually, people love you and they want you to have what you want. So now what you've got here is a burden to carry to figure out what's the issue with your health, or it could be, what's the issue with your work? Who's been looking over your shoulder? And it could be this. And you probably don't like having anybody look at over your shoulder, because you're like the opposite of Scorpio, which a lot of times means you have the same traits. And a Scorpio doesn't like to be watched. He wants to do what he needs to do and then come up with a big surprise for the boss. That might be what you're doing here. But if the boss has caused you some disappointment or consternation, I am sorry. And it's only for now. Okay? It'll get better. So it's either your health that you don't want to face, or your work that's been ticklish. Okay, that's 6, 7. Oh, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So in spite of these disappointing situations here, in your 7th house, you're still happy. So if you have a partner, you guys are getting along Great. That's what this says. Okay. This is 8th house money from other people. And actually, this man is having a little kerfuffle with people who are, how shall I say this? He's got the upper ground. Like he's standing on top of the, what do they have in New Orleans? Levees. He's standing on top of the levee. And down inside the levee are people are trying to knock him off of there. So I don't think there's going to be an inheritance or any kind of unexpected check coming. Because there are a whole lot of factors that you may not be aware of that are going to preclude the delivery of extra money. In other words, the company, simply because of the atmosphere in the financial world, could just be holding back bonuses, holding back promotions, holding back production, all kinds of things. But you're holding your own here. So you're coming out on top. So just cling to what you do the best. Okay? 9th house, philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Now this person looks very happy. All those topics. Now, the thing about all these topics is they're to feed your mind. And sometimes Tauruses like to feed their mind, but sometimes they just want to feed their now physical, not physical, but merchandise desires. You know, you people can spend a lot of money taking a trip to Europe, and they come back with some souvenirs, and they come back with memories. And sometimes Tauruses rather have physical items rather than those intellectual pursuits. They might even feel, y'all might even feel guilty about enjoying yourself doing that because you'll be like, oh, this is such a waste of money. No, it isn't, because it's going to expand your mind. And this girl looks very happy. So I'm going to say a lot of you out there might secretly hold these plans to do some traveling and do some further education because it makes you happy to think about it. So don't give up on it, because this is a happy card here. Don't give up. Just might not be able to, you all might not be able to achieve as much travel and intellectual increase in your capacity increase as long as the political situation stays like it is, but just hang on. All right, 11th house is long-term plans and friends from previous employers, as well as just friends in general. So this is a generational card. So, I was going to ask, do you work for a family business, or do you want to work for a family business? Because just in general, it could be a lot less, there could be a lot less bureaucracy. And it could be that you want to, this is another whole definition. It could be that you want to be able to accumulate enough cash so that you can provide meaningful advantages to the people who are going to survive when you die. Not that you're all going to be a car wreck, who are going to survive your death. You know, just your children, your nieces and nephews, that kind of thing. So you want to be the person who looked out for them and made their life easier, because that's what a Taurus wants to do. Okay, 12th house. Oh yeah. Now look at here, as they say in the South. This is your karma card. A karma card. These are the Norns, Norns, and they're said to be the three witches that weave the lives of Scandinavian people. Okay, the people from Norway, Sweden, Denmark. These were entities that were given not the right to do it, but given the task of helping. Well, sometimes they're not even helping. Sometimes they throw obstacles in your way. Oh, let's throw this rock in his path so he'll get all tangled up with that. So when you go to sleep at night, you might want to check over the daily activities that happened on any given day. And if there are situations that you would like to change, then be aware. Be aware that those kinds of things may have, those kinds of ticklish, well, not even ticklish, or disappointing, ticklish, slightly traumatic anxiety. We're just talking about anxiety. So that we can avoid bad things, to be able to have a smooth and kind and easy life. Okay, so now we have what covers you is the Queen of Cups. Oh, look at that. Well, actually, so how you appear to be in public is a very kind of benevolent person who is logical and has a spiritual life, and who wants to be of value to her kids or his kids, and his friends or her friends, whichever one you are. And here's down here. Are you cooking up something here with somebody? Because that's kind of what this looks like. They're having three little glasses of wine. They're having a little chit chat. So that leads me to believe that y'all are cooking up some kind of a party, because these are very loving cards. Some kind of a particular event or situation which will be done and planned on the behalf of a person that you like. So let's pretend your boyfriend's birthday is coming up in March. So February would be a good time to plan it. I'm just saying. Okay? So that looks good to me. All right. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much for coming to my circle. Love you, mean it. Come back. It's a Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. Thanks for everything. I love y'all. I mean it. Bye. Oh, we're going to do this.